People around the world looked on in awe at the spectacular satellite images of an undersea volcano erupting in a giant mushroom cloud in the Pacific. Many wondered why the blast was so big, how the resulting tsunami traveled so far, and what will happen next. The eruption on Saturday was incredibly explosive but also relatively brief. The plume rose into the air more than 30 kilometers, but the eruption lasted only about 10 minutes, unlike some big eruptions that can continue for hours. The power of the eruption of the Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano ranks amongst the world's biggest over the past 30 years, and the height of the plume of ash, steam and gas was comparable with the huge 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines, which killed several hundred people. The magma inside the volcano was under enormous pressure and had gases trapped within it. A fracture in the rock likely induced a sudden drop in pressure, allowing the gas to expand and blast the magma apart. The crater was sitting about 200 meters below the sea surface, a kind of Goldilocks depth for a big explosion in which seawater pours into the volcano and turns instantly into steam, adding to the rapid expansion and energy of the explosion. Any deeper and the extra pressure of the water would have helped contain the eruption. Many scientists were surprised that a single eruption could produce a Pacific-wide tsunami of about 1 meter that smashed boats in New Zealand and caused an oil spill and 2 drownings in Peru. Ocean-wide tsunamis are usually triggered by earthquakes that extend across huge areas rather than a single volcano, essentially a tiny dot in the ocean. Other factors may have been at play, such as an underwater flank of the volcano collapsing and displacing water. One interesting theory is that the shock wave or sonic boom from the volcano that traveled twice around the world may have pumped more power into the tsunami waves. Another mystery is why the tsunami wasn't bigger and more destructive in Tonga, which sits almost on top of the volcano. Authorities by Wednesday had confirmed 3 deaths in Tonga, with concerns remaining about the people on some of the hard-hit smaller islands. Dozens of homes were destroyed. Tongans at least got some warning, both from the increased activity at the volcano the day before the eruption and from the incredibly loud bang when it erupted but before the tsunami hit, allowing many to scramble to higher ground. Reefs, lagoons and other natural features may have also protected parts of Tonga while amplifying the waves in certain areas. The ash that has coated Tonga is acidic but not poisonous. However, people may still be able to drink from their rainwater supplies even if some ash has fallen in, which will make the water more acidic and salty. New Zealand and other nations are trying to get water and other supplies to Tonga as quickly as possible. All of Tonga's soil comes from volcanic ash, and the latest dump of ash would quickly wash into the ground and make the nation more fertile. Huge volcanic eruptions can sometimes cause temporary global cooling as sulfur dioxide is pumped into the stratosphere. But in the case of the Tonga eruption, initial satellite measurements indicated the amount of sulfur dioxide released would only have a tiny effect of perhaps 0.01 degrees Celsius global average cooling. Scientists envision 2 main scenarios for the volcano. The first is that it has exhausted itself for now and will go quiet for the next 10 to 20 years as magma slowly returns. A second scenario is that new magma rises up quickly to replace that which exploded, in which case there might be ongoing eruptions. Scientists believe the cracks and rifts caused by Saturday's big explosion will allow more gas to escape, and subsequently eruptions won't be as big, at least for now.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.